friends, it's Marcy here from Stampin' with Marcy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in southwestern Ontario, Canada, and I'd like to thank you for pressing play on today's video. Today I'm here with the Global Stampin Video Hop, and this month our theme is animals, critters, whatever you want to call them. So I chose the adorable Resourceful Rusty from the online exclusives. And this is the card we're going to be creating. You've got this. And then on the inside I've got keep going. So what I did was I masked off the don't give up. I just wanted the you've got this for my card. And I used the white, this is an online exclusive as well, white ribbon, 1/4 inch. And I colored it with my dark lemon lolly Stampin' Blend. So let's get started. I've already done some work ahead of time to create my card because I wanted to have a shorter video. So I took a piece of 3 3/4 by 5 and I put my dies. I used the all around it all dies. So I used 2 of the same, and then the third is 2 different sizes, and I placed them on my cardstock and ran it through my die cutting machine. And I have this corner here, I have it open to signify because Rusty is struggling, his apples are falling, he's got all kinds of balls in the air and he's juggling. So I thought it would be fun just to show that it's not all together. We've got a little bit of an opening there because of juggling. Okay, so I've got another piece of cardstock, the exact same size. Oh, and I ran it through the embossing folder after I die cut. So what you're going to do for placement, take a pencil, line this up. Take a pencil and very lightly go around your die cut circle so that you know exactly where to stamp. So I've got, it's not showing up very well. Does that help? Nope. I've got a very light pencil line on here. So now I can stamp. I know whereabouts it is, and then you just take an eraser and erase those lines. All right, so Rusty's going to go right in the middle here, like so. And then we want to bring in our lemon lolly. And for my original here, I just did it the one time. I'm going to do it twice this time, a little different, cover more real estate. I've gone the one way, now I'm going to flip it and the other way just to cover a little bit more. Close that up. And I've already loaded my apples. I am coloring with my Stampin' Right markers. I've got Granny Apple Green. So for my leaves. And then I've got my real red. I find if you kind of load it and stamp off first, it's going to have a bit nicer of a color, a bit deeper. It's fun to color with your Stampin' Right markers on stamps like this so that it's not all one color. All right, and then we're just going to, down in the corner here, stamp our apples. Now we've got an eraser, and we're just going to erase that line. And I'm waiting to color Rusty so that my Memento ink has enough time to dry, so I'm not going to get any bleeding. Okay. I'm going to go over. There we have it. Super cute and lined up perfectly. So let's do our inside next. Keep going. So let's grab that and our keep going sentiment and stamp that right in the center of our insert, and then close that up. Come back with our apples because we want our inside as fun as the out. You can also do your envelope. Now, if you haven't yet, please click that subscribe button below as well as that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos from me. The next video is in the description box below, the link. Just click that to follow along with our hop. And not everybody has a coordinating blog post. I do, so be sure to head over to my website so you can get all of the measurements as well as a complete list of supplies of what I used to create this fun card. So we've got a little bit of an opening right here, so I'm going to tuck that right in here by that K and keep, and there we go. So cute. All right, let's take our Granny Apple Green base, fold and burnish, grab our glue, and while we're doing this, we're giving our Memento that little bit more time to dry. And is that, yeah, there's a little fluffy on there, so okay. Close this up and let's color. Okay, I'm just going to grab a piece of scrap paper, and we've got our apples, so we're going to color them in real red, light and dark. So do you like critter cards? They're my favorite. I think they're so much fun to create with and to give out. I think that you don't have to be just giving your card to a little person. I think adults enjoy them as well. I know I certainly do. All right, and we're going to, let me just zoom in. There we go. We're going to go back over with the light just so that we don't have that harsh line. There we go. And Granny. Oh, wrong end. So our Granny Apple Green light. And dark. And we're just going to have it dark at the very bottom where it's coming out of that apple stem. over to blend that line. And we've got our 1000 from the neutrals, naturals. I can never remember what they're called. And I'm going to go over a couple times on that tongue just to brighten that up. And now we need our light and dark crumb cake. You can color Rusty any color you want. I mean, Rusty, you would think I would naturally go to a orange rust color, but no, I wanted brown. And we got a little shoulder in there. And I forgot to do the inside of Rusty's ear with the pink. And careful not to get the face. Let's quickly give our tongue another little go. And then those inside of the ears are pink. And we're going to come in with our dark and add a little bit of shadowing. I don't have those mad coloring skills that Jay does. I love to watch him color. He is so very talented. Okay, oh, under here. And then I'm going to come back to soften that line. Being careful because I don't want to make my memento bleed. So I'm not overworking, not adding too much ink so that it is too saturated. Little goes a long way, right? Okay, so cute. Next, we don't want them floating, so we're going to add a little bit of light gray granite so that he's got a bit of shadow there. And then I'm going to take my color lifter and just lightly go over. Let's flip to the other side. Oops. There we go. We're just kind of going over so that it moves that color, it lightens it up a bit. And then I find that sometimes your images don't pop off the page if they are just as is. So I like to take my light pool party and go over that image around it so that I've got a bit more color definition. It's like a shadow, bringing that image to the foreground. You don't have to do this. This is just a personal choice, and I apologize, my lighting doesn't really pick it up. But in person, trust me, it makes all the difference. It just makes that come forward. almost done. It's those little things, I think, that really add to your project. It doesn't take a lot of time to add those extra little things. Okay, so now let's glue our layers together. You could pop this up, but I didn't want to. I wanted this to be flat. So I'm adding glue around the cutouts. Okay. Rusty, you are so cute. I wonder if any of the other participants are going to be using Resourceful Rusty. What other cards you'll be able to see with this fun set. All right, we're going to take some dimensionals, and this is going to be popped up, although in Canada it might not be such a good idea because I am popping up my You've Got This. Canada Post is pricey. And there. Okay. I think this is a super fun card. And it's always nice to give somebody a little bit of encouragement. Okay, so this card here, I've tied a bow, and that made it really high, and I've had to stack my dimensionals. So this time, when you color your ribbon with a blend, it makes it crunchy or crispy. So what I'm going to do this time, we are going to put, okay, oh, here we go. I've already heat embossed my, so it's going to go right there. So I'm going to take and add I'm going to do like a faux bow, and then I'm going to add a bit more. It's building up. So there's there. Add a little touch more. See if I can't get this a little flatter then. There we go. And then You've Got This. Going to go right like so. Let's turn this. Let's get it so that it's a little puffier. There we go. I like that better. Come on. There we go. Very cute. Take my ribbon scissors. Where did I put them? There we go. And then this is actually a little flatter than tying the bow. Snip, snip. Add some mini dimensionals to either side so that it's straddling our bow, our faux bow. So we're going to go right like that. And that is not going to be as popped up as my other one. And there we have it. So super cute, a fun way to, and different way to do the card front. So here's my original. and it is popped up quite a bit. And this is the one I've just created with you. And you can see if I hold them up, you can see the difference. So it's up to you how popped up, how high you want it. But if you're going to be mailing, just be aware of your postal costs, how high you get it, to make sure it fits through that slot. All right, don't forget to go down to that description box to subscribe to my channel, as well as follow along with our hop, and head on over to my website so that you can get all of the measurements for today's project. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.